Hey, and welcome to my channel. This reading is a general reading about your next week. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you landed here, trust that there are messages for you in these piles. In my channel, I have made readings only in Finnish, but I am planning to start making videos in both languages, so if you are an English speaker, feel free to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one in the future. Okay, let's jump into the pile selection. First pile has a white stone. Second pile has this interesting shiny stone, which I found in Chile. And third stone is a tiger's eye. There is no right or wrong way to choose your pile, so take a deep breath, tune into your intuition, let it guide you which pile is the one for you. Ask in your mind, how will my next week be? How will my next 7 days be like? What should I know about my next week? When you are ready, you can check the timestamps in the description box below and jump into your own pile. Hey everyone who picked the first pile. You have chosen this white stone that I have found outside. Can't remember in which country it was, probably somewhere abroad. And let's take a look into your cards. This card is the World. Wow, this is the Star. Wow, the Hermit. This is Three of Cups. And the last one is, I believe, Three of Wands. So, you have a very strong beginning to your reading with these three major arcana cards. By the way, this tarot deck is called La Sagrada Hermandad, which I have purchased in Chile. I thought it would be in Spanish, but ended up being the cards are in French, which I don't really speak. I hope there are some French speakers out there. Anyways, I know which cards they are, so, and they deliver the same messages. In addition, I really love these pictures in these cards. But yes, let's take a look at your next 7 days. I would say your next 7 days looks very nice. Looks like they are good, very strong energies, especially in the beginning of the week. The World card is about wrapping something up, completing something, or it can be about traveling to, or about international things. So maybe you are, maybe you work with some things international, or you might be an international student, or you might have some international friends or some encounters in the beginning of the week. Star card and the Hermit. Star card and the Hermit are related to taking time to yourself, stopping, sitting, self-care, and taking time to think about things. Maybe even looking for some answers inside. Star card is about wishes, hopes, dreams, for example. And I like that in the Hermit card there's also a star represented here. The Hermit card also represents like kind of finding answers inside of you. So if there is something that you have been thinking about before, trying to find an answer to something, the next 7 days might be also a good time to reflect on those things. Take a moment or some moments to yourself. Make yourself tea, make yourself comfortable. Sit down, let your thoughts roll and look for the answers inside. Three of Cups and Three of Wands are more social cards related to, they can be related to parties or celebration, friendships, or even family gatherings. And Three of Wands, something that you have been waiting for to happen, might be happening this week. It could be something social, something related to other people, as it kind of represented here with two people and with this Three of Cups card too. So in this week I see that you might have some social gatherings, seeing friends or family, and even some cooperation. It could be related to work maybe. Let's take one guidance card for you. What guidance do you have for pile 1 for the next 7 days? I feel guided to take this one. Okay. This card is the High Priestess card, which is again another major arcana card. And the guidance for you for the next 7 days would be trusting your intuition. Again, tap into your intuition, kind of what was represented here with these two cards. Listen to the voice inside you, your higher self. Know that you know your own best interests. And by sitting down, meditating, calming your mind, you can find the answers you need to your own life. This week's reading was a shorter reading. Further on, later on readings, we will be using more cards, more also oracle cards. So yes, if you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Hey everyone who chose the second pile, this was your stone. It's a really nice shiny stone. And let's take a look at your cards for the next 7 days. Okay, this is very interesting. First you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups talks about nostalgia, thinking back on old things. Usually good things, having good memories, but also if you think about memories and old things, usually every situation might have good and bad sides, so there can be something more shadowy that comes up in these thoughts. I'm saying that because it is kind of represented here, going further. Seven of Swords also looks like taking some time to think about things. but maybe also realizing something not so pleasant about maybe old situations, something you have experienced before. Kind of coming to terms with some old event that has happened. Maybe something that you didn't earlier realize that it wasn't really serving you. Something that wasn't maybe so good for you, that you are now kind of realizing. This situation, for some of you, it can be about past relationships, because the Tree of Swords, mostly talks about relationships. It can talk about endings, breakups, or even heartbreaks. Yeah, this message might not be the easiest one to hear, but I always read honestly my tarot cards. I don't want to sugarcoat anything, so that's why I am telling what I see in the cards. But this is not saying anything bad would happen to you this week. It's more about maybe thinking about something that has already happened, or having some new ideas about old situations. Yeah, it can be also sadness in your heart. However, coming to the end of the week, there is more, I would see more peace, more realization about this situation, about your life, about what it is that you want to go towards in your life. The Judgment card talks about kind of a higher calling, something that the universe wants to tell you, wants to say to you, wants you to do. A calling or a purpose that they have for you. So this could also be you thinking about, for example, why did something past things happen? Or why did I have to go through this relationship or this breakup or this situation? But it can also be a moment where you learn something new, in a way that the universe is teaching you something through this week, through these thoughts. Seven of Pentacles is also a very peaceful card, which is nice to watch towards the end of your week. It is a guidance to sit down, be patient with yourself, with your thoughts, with this situation. Remember that nothing is built fast, and also healing takes time. But once you have planted a seed or a new plant, it will grow eventually when you nurture it. And that's how healing also happens. Sometimes it takes time. You have to go on with your life, sometimes go back to it, think about things again, go over things again, and then go on with your life again. And you might have to do this many times. But just remember that this tree of well-being is growing here. Tree of healing is growing. Let's take one guidance card for you. What guidance can you give for the people watching the second pile? Okay, I got these two cards. Okay, this is beautiful. The Death card is a very positive card. It talks about endings and new beginnings. It's very fitting to the previous message that came through. The teaching or the beautiful message in the Death card is that when something ends, something new can begin. In a way, when you shut a door to something, it gives room for new doors to open. As a guidance, I think it reminds you of this beautiful message, and also that you can trust that there are new doors opening. There are new beautiful things being born in your life. And it just requires you some patience, like here in this card it was represented. Another guidance, you got the Eight of Wands, which is also a nice card. It's about action, taking action on things that you want. What are some things that you like to do? For example, hobbies, or reading for some reason came true. What do you like to read? Or is there some kind of art or sports, for example, that you like? Could you take some initiative on that this week? Even if you don't sign up for a 6-month course, if you only sign up for one class, or decide to, let's say, go somewhere with a friend, do this activity, it already like sparks the fire in a way for these things to happen in your life more and more. And this card is also kind of showing that you can also do many things at the same time. You don't, let's say you are looking for a new hobby, you don't have to decide on one, that this is the one that I want to commit to for the rest of my life or for the whole year. It's like you can try different things. Feel free to try different things, to look for your own thing, if you don't know what it is that you like or what you would like to do more. Thank you for watching my reading, Pile 2. If this reading resonated, this message, I send you a big hug, and just want to reassure you that everything will be fine, and that you are looked after by the universe. Also, remember that this is a general reading, so always remember to adjust these messages into your life. If something is not fitting, then leave it out. These readings are made for many people, and therefore some messages can be for some people and some messages for others. If you feel like, no, this was not my life, this was not what I'm going through, then that is okay. Then you don't have to take this message. And if you liked my reading, please subscribe to my channel. I will be making more readings like so in the future. Also with more oracle cards. Yes. Thank you so much, and have a good week. Hey, Pile 3. This was the stone you have chosen, Tiger's Eye. This is a very beautiful stone, and it is about creativity, passions, all things beautiful. Let's see your cards. Okay, you are the only pile that got 6 cards. And right away from this reading, I kind of get the feeling that there is a lot going on in your life right now. Maybe good things. I mean, like, mostly probably good things. But just got the feeling that there's kind of a lot going on. But I feel like you are in a good place in your life in general. It can be that something has changed recently that has kind of made you change the perspective, to see something differently, or just something that you didn't expect to change. It has changed, but you have still managed to find your way through. For example, let's say something in your work has suddenly changed. They put you in a new position or made you do some different things at work, and you're like, oh, like, I didn't see this coming. Like, are you sure right now I'm gonna do it? but still everything is working out for you. That's what I see in the beginning of the cards. Coming to your next week, I see that there will be some cooperation, maybe work related. I kind of see for some reason, a lot of work things here. It might be that you are pretty busy in your work, or let's say work and hobbies. Something that you are putting a lot of time to, and you are not doing it alone this week. I feel like there will be other people around you, other people helping or asking for your help. But there's also a reassurance that that things will get done together in a way. And if you feel like there's a lot of workload, for example, right now for you this next 7 days, this is a reminder that remember to ask for help when you need. Remember to tell someone else, like, hey, could you take this thing? I'm a little bit under pressure right now with so much to do. And I feel like there will be people who are willing to help you and who can do that. A really nice card in your reading is this Wheel of Fortune. This card is about lucky events, changes. It can be about big changes, but positive changes. However, in a shorter reading, like talking only about your next week, it can be something smaller, a smaller change, but something positive and unexpected, usually. Of course, because this is a general reading made for many people, so this can be about different things. Because the work life was kind of emphasized here, I kind of feel like it could be about your work too. Maybe something that you, again, haven't expected. I feel like some of you might be thinking, again, something unexpected. But but maybe something positive. Let's say, like, if you have a lot of workload, suddenly there will be someone who will be taking some of that workload from you. And that is the unexpected thing. Something like this could happen. And I feel like for many of you, there is also some kind of family life that you have. Maybe you have oh, sorry if it wasn't sharp. Maybe you have a spouse. Maybe you have children, or you are in a relationship, or, well, mostly family life. It could be also, if you are single or living alone, it could be also about friends, for example, that you just have a lot of friends around you this week. A lot of social things, gatherings, events. But I feel like for many it is family, and this Ten of Pentacles is a really positive card about being together, having everything you need. And it looks like for the next 7 days, your family life will be doing well, which is a very nice message. However, at the end of the week, this card talks about a sort of waiting for something. It's like this woman or person here is sitting here and waiting for something to come. The story goes that she's waiting for the ships to arrive here. And the ships are not even in sight yet, so it might take a while. She knows that it might take a while, but she's waiting. So maybe there is something you are waiting for in general right now in your life. And this card kind of indicates that it is not happening yet, not this week. I am delivering the messages straight from my cards, so that's what I see here. However, because you also had the Wheel of Fortune, which is about new changes, I feel like there could be something changing towards that thing. Let's say, for example, I don't know why I got this message about adoption, for example, because there was the family card too. Let's say you have been thinking about adoption or dreaming about it, or even started the process, and you know it's gonna take a long time or it's gonna take a while. You're waiting for it to happen. It could be it's not happening this week. It's not you're not adopting at this next 7 days, but it could be that there is some movement, something small changing towards the adoption happening. But this message, this waiting or this change can be about anything because of the general reading. So don't need to panic that, oh, I'm getting a child or something if you are not trying to do that or hoping to do that. It could be anything else too. It could be also wedding, maybe, for some of you, because the family card here. Whatever it is, remember to adjust these messages to your own life. If there is something that is not for you, if you feel like, no, this doesn't talk about my life, just leave it out. Okay, let's take one guidance card for you for the next 7 days. This is nice. We also got this in the second pile. Kind of as a guidance too. But yes, Seven of Pentacles talks about patience is the first word that comes to mind, which is kind of really funny because I saw kind of a lot of things is going on in your life, a lot of things are happening, you may be being busy and I feel like telling you that your guidance is patience or like taking a little bit rest or time out, you're gonna be like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I don't have time for that. But yeah, this is what the card talks about. Maybe taking a little bit slower if possible. And maybe taking some time for yourself. It talks about sustainability too, which is why that came to my mind too, kind of like sustainability in your well-being also. Do you feel like it would be good for you to sit down a little bit, take some time, have a cup of tea, a warm shower, a good sleep or something? That's maybe what could be good in this week, if possible, if you have time. But also what I like is that this card, patience, can be related to this Two of Wands card that we had about waiting for something new, something to happen. This is just kind of reassuring that you have to be patient. Good things take time, but things are moving forward, slowly but surely. Anyways, I really liked your reading for this week. If it resonated, if you felt like this was your reading, please feel free to subscribe to my channel or like my video, and you will be notified when I make more videos like this. Thank you so much and have an amazing next 7 days.